That night that you won that award for Bronze Star, what happened there again?
That was the what's on the wall in there.
Yeah.
That's
So, in your own words, what happened that night?
Did you ever
well,
read that whole thing?
the funny thing about it is 3 groups of us went out to do the same things, supposedly to capture a guy for information. I don't know what they think they would get out of him.
Bucky, get back here.
But anyway, we had 3 groups of us. Me and the lieutenant was up in front carrying and the rest of our group must have been 7, 8, 9 or 10 guys. Couldn't have been no more than that. Most of them are hand-me-downs, the guys that belong to some other group or something, but they put them in with us, and they made a second group out of it, and they made a third group out of the rest of them. So when all the commotion started, they started pouring shells in on us. So as soon as this lieutenant, they go to school, they learn about warfare, supposedly. I don't know what they learn. Anyway, as soon as they started pouring shells on top of us, I don't know whether he thought that was too many for them, for us to handle. And he said, all of it, he said, pull back, pull back. So, all of a sudden, as soon as he said that, he said, I'm hit, Martin. And he says, where's the rest of the guys? I said, you give the order for him to pull back, sir? You were hit and you didn't say it loud enough, and I repeated it for you. And everybody behind us started going back to the main line. So, but I stayed there with the lieutenant. And I said, there's enemy all around us, sir. We're about 100 feet. He says, you lay here, you be real quiet. You stay with me. I said, I'm going to. And as soon as the how this came about was there was a North Korean. They had these. You got an enemy that's a double agent, and somebody walked in on the captain's tent one day, and there he was. He had the shoebox, the lid pulled down. He was talking on the phone. That was the night we got chopped up. And so I don't know what they did with him. They must have taken him, put him in prison, I'm sure, some way or the other. But, I mean, this guy played both sides. He'd get information from one side and he'd go over to the American side. He'd give them the same information. Where we was going to be that night, where the patrol was going to be, what direction going in, how far they was going. So that's it. Anyway, the North Koreans were giving us a good rundown with the rifles even. And I could see between flashes, gun flashes. When I came over there, first got in there first thing, the guys, American guys, was telling me, cluing me in. They said there's the enemy crawls on their knees and hands like a dog. Now that just shook me up a little bit, you know, like a dog. He didn't stand up. And while I was there watching the lieutenant, the